Greetings and salutations. This is the one and only the Mad Cat himself. And I recently purchased, the day it was released, WWE 12. And I'm still playing it and still enjoying it. And that's probably why it's took me so long to give a review, because you want to try to play it thoroughly and all that fun stuff. I must say, the roster on this year's is really impressive. It's probably the best they've had in years. Now, when I say that, the only bad thing is half these guys that are on the roster that make the game so good aren't really even wrestling anymore, or they only come in for a bit, this, that, and the other. I mean, Brock Lesnar, they made a big deal about Brock Lesnar being in the game, which it is a big deal. It's great to see him there, great to actually get to play him. But he doesn't really wrestle per se at the moment. Shawn Michaels is retired. He's in there. Kevin Nash is just dinking around, if you ask me. Booker T is doing color commentating. Jared King Lawler's in it. That's great if you're old school 70s buff and everything like that. And remember that Jared King Lawler can wrestle one hell of a match. Michael Cole's in it for you guys that just want to beat the shit out of him. That works, right? You got uh, I got a lot of tag teams in there, which is really good. Let's see, everything from Legion of Doom to Demolition. You got enough people to make the individual ones. I mean, you can Goldust is in there and Booker T's in there, so you can team Booker T and Goldust together. And you can do a whole lot of stuff with the tag team aspect, which is great considering in real life the WWE tag team division sucks donkey dick. Um, they need to work on that, but they don't seem to fucking care. And in the 80s and 90s, and even the late 90s and early 2000s, what was one of the great selling points of WWE? Their tag teams, and they don't really give a shit about it anymore. You know, when you think of tag teams, you think of WWF having some of the best ones, from Brainbusters to Demolition, the Legion of Doom, the Hardy Boys, Brood, yeah, Edge and Christian as Brood, if you don't know what I mean by that. Tons and tons more. Andre the Giant, Haku. Oh yeah, I go old school, motherfuckers. The playing controls are not bad at all. They made it a lot simpler than times past. They did switch up a few things just to fuck with you. If you've been playing these games for a while, you know what to expect. And of course, they want to challenge the gamer. The loading process is really, really smooth. Sometimes you almost forget how smooth it is. The graphics are amazing. As much as they gave us as control eyes to set up and make our own stuff, it is amazing and very impressive. I still have issues with the storyline thing, just because, I'm sorry, there's enough technology, and I know this because enough technology, if you sync or do whatever, um, to make it where you can make a computer program with that person's voice and just type it in and whatever, you can use word for word and create that. But they haven't figured out a way to do that for the storyline. And until you can actually make it where you can use voice clips or something like that, or just allow us to just do our very best wrestler impressions and with the mic thing, and make a little audio a recorder thing in there, a lot of people are going, who really wants to read nowadays? I mean, the old school role players do, but not wrestling fans. So that's my argument point on that, is that it doesn't have that. And I know I'm asking for a lot, and everybody asks for a lot because, what, you're complaining about it? No, it's a great game. Um, for everything it has in it and the multiple stuff and all the things you can do it. I don't like that they took the holy shit out and put holy crap. I wish there was a way to, if you're old enough, I am old enough, I would like to hear the word shit, because that's the way it should be chanted. Holy shit. It's not holy crap, it's holy shit. But it's very realistic. The creative apron thing is awesome, easy to use, fun to play with. Um, everything else is great. Would I love to see creative taunts back in? Yes, of course. Would I love to see creative belts? That was always fun. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with them for taking that out. Shame on you. I know, I know. You give us a lot and gave us a whole bunch of great things this year, and all we do is bitch, bitch, bitch. But The idea is to make it bigger and better, and everybody's screaming for this and everybody's screaming for that. And guess what? Everybody's right. I'm sorry. I have a hard time believing that you can't do it. Because, now, I know this was a bad game, and I'm going to mention it. WrestleMania Legends. WrestleMania Legends had one feature on there that was really awesome. Actually, it had two things. One, the arenas verbatim. Those were cool. A lot of them were really cool. But because the physics of the game matter sucked so bad, it was just horrible. But the other thing that that game allowed to be done is that you could import the wrestlers from the Raw versus SmackDown of whatever year that was into the WrestleMania Legends game. Ah! Now, you prove to us that you can do this. Why can't we do this with WWE All-Stars? I mean, granted, honestly, if they were in WWE All-Stars, you should have sweet talked them into this game. Because, I'm sorry, I did like WWE All-Stars for what it was, but I want to play with Mr. Perfect the way Mr. Perfect was meant to be played, as a wrestler, not as this fictitious, super natural-like playstyle, Mortal Kombat style. I don't like it. I mean, I tried to like it because I was all in for WrestleMania Arcade back in the old days. And, I mean, granted, WWE All-Stars is not a bad game. It's respectable for what it is and what it will be. But I'm sorry, but you should be able to do, make an expansion pack. Honestly, if you guys could make a game that was just, kind of like World of Warcraft. They have the main game and have an expansion pack. People would pay online the same amount for a hard disk just to do expansion of the roster each year. Or to just give it alternative costumes and all that crap and da-da-da-da. But you guys don't do it. Shame on you for not doing it. But my hats off to the WWE THQ guys for making what they have made, and they have great people. The storyline, right now, I'm still in the middle of the create your own superstar storyline. It is amazing. It's really cool. I wish they would have done something like that in real life. I don't want to spoil it for anybody because I'm not that type of guy. I'm sure there's plenty of other people on YouTube that will spoil it for you. But yeah, tons of guys. Later on to be released will be Macho Man Randy Savage, Mick Foley. Brutus Clay is also supposed to be in there too, sooner or later. So, yeah, you got tons of guys coming in sooner or later. Have fun. If I see you on there, it's the Mad Cat, TheMaddKat. Just kick my ass. I'm not very good. I just enjoy playing. I'm not a hardcore gamer. In fact, I only have a couple games to my name. Don't really care to be a big hardcore gamer anymore. That was old school, man. Nowadays, I have a real life. I just play. Oh, key little fact. My hometown, where I was raised as a child, was Pembroke, North Carolina. Now, you go into North Carolina, the Section 2, hometown stuff, and Pembroke, North Carolina is in there. Now, you may wonder why a little dinky hometown, because it's really small. If you actually look Pembroke, North Carolina on a map, it's a speck. It really is. It's just a little speck. Beep. Well, Tatanka, also known as Chris Chavis, War Eagle Chris Chavis back in the days, he was in WWE and he had a 1.5 year winning streak. And so that's another reason. And what is it? Someone I know who's also from North Carolina, Pembroke, North Carolina, named Dylan Cage, his manager in the independent circuit is actually Paul Bearer. So between the two of them, Pembroke, North Carolina is the reason why it's in there is because of those three individuals, probably. That's just my thought. At least one of them is responsible. So I'll talk to you guys later. Video game WWE 12 Raw, or WWE 12, whatever you want to call it. It used to be called WWE's Raw versus SmackDown. It's a great game. Check it out. Have fun with it. I'll see you online. Bye.